Back in 2015, my husband and I conceived for the first time, and we were super excited to be expecting and to be growing our family. We went through all kinds of tests, all kinds of ultrasounds, and there was no indication that anything was wrong. Unfortunately, the type of genetic mutation that my daughter had, it didn't present itself until a crucial fetal development period, which is between 16 and 22 weeks. By the time that we got to the 20-week ultrasound, we had discovered that my daughter was diagnosed with a lethal genetic abnormality, which meant that she could either die within the womb, or she could possibly be stillborn or die within a few minutes of birth. The week before, my husband and I had been out buying a crib for her. We had no idea that something could really go horribly wrong at that point. We made the decision to end my pregnancy at 21 weeks in order to preserve my health, and also so that my daughter wouldn't have to suffer unnecessarily. I think that it's really important for people to understand that this could happen to anybody. I was just a normal married woman who was trying to start a family.
Senate Bill 3 is a particularly vile, I think, assault on a woman's right to make her own medical decisions.
Of course, it's really frustrating when people act like this is a casual thing or it's taking the easy way out, because there's a lot of heartache that's involved.
We want to make sure that people in Pennsylvania are free to make their choices, that government is not intruding into the doctor's office, that it's not interfering with decisions that ought to be between a doctor and her patient.
It's a huge sense of relief to know that I live in a state where my governor, Governor Wolf, puts his full trust in me to make decisions for my own body and my own family.
Senate Bill 3 is as I say, a really big intrusion into that relationship, and we can't afford to allow that to happen. So if Senate Bill 3 does make it to my desk, I'll veto it. But I'll veto any effort to restrict the rights of women to make their own health care decisions.
If it weren't for me being able to choose what was best for my family and what was best for my first baby, I wouldn't have my son today. He's doing great. Yeah, he's perfectly healthy and getting into everything. He's the happiest little boy. He's laughing and smiling all the time, and I have to think that, after all the sadness that we face, that he was maybe sent to us to just be a little ray of light and make us happy again.